세러데이 쇼다운 T1 대 KT 롤스터.
You know, a lot of the engaged champions we could have, you could just take the Rakan.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, looking towards the Poppy, something that can cancel the dashes off the Rel, but I think the Rakan makes more sense, so they will lock that in.
Bolstered by the Rakan and the Cassante. As we are ready, let's hop into the Rift for game number 1.
I love this invade, and now really it comes down to the top side of BNK FairX to see if they can support an invade from Raptor. You can see that the pings come out from Raptor. He was looking as if he wanted to move in.
Oh, Closer's getting in there. Cuz is here with red buff. Closer, no jump, so he's just being poked down, and he has to flash 2 minutes into the game. Just trying to push that lead, not expecting Cuz to be there that early.
I've seen a big change in Ziggs builds generally. You know, at first people were just going for, oh, this is it.
Leaper's in a lot of trouble. I mean, he's going to cleanse, but he also has to flash as another bomb is going to be thrown into him. And this trade is being taken right as Raptor is here. Raptor going to see the Nidalee, though, and put down his own ward. Maybe wants to try to get a smite steal here after some of that pressure from bottom lane. Going to force the reset.
Yeah, really good trades from BNK FairX's bot lane, allowing Raptor to regain some control of the jungle matchup. If he gets this, it's really big.
Yeah, he almost certainly should. I mean, Cuz isn't even going near it, so yeah, just gonna be able to get in and take the enemy blue buff away.
Especially when you can play at such a safe distance against most picks. Oh no.
Yeah, Claire just exploring the river, and he's going to find a very angry cat there. CV Max was talking about that a lot after their loss against T1. Might not get to talk about that too much, as the ult is going to hit Closer, and the spear is going to sail wide, even though he was slowed. Closer just going to hop away after all that. And Execute coming on over as well here, so he will be just fine after hitting level 6 himself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Trying to start a fight now. I mean, Andal, definitely a lot of mobility on that Rakan, just getting in there and getting out for pretty much nothing. Meanwhile, BNK FairX are being pushed away.
They also have Dudu, the wave bounced in top lane. He's able to get there first. Fight breaking out.
Yeah, they're going on in. Execute, though, trying to turn here on a Bulldog, but Raptor's super low. He's going to be the first one to go down. Bulldog should be traded, but they have to use so much to get him down, and Execute is left all alone, and Dusante is going to start off the game with... But so far, I just feel like, you know, Bulldog's doing a good job, but bottom lane, having both the summoners blown early, not so great. As meanwhile, now Raptor in a bit of trouble, going to eat a big spear to the face, and I'm not sure that they're going to get the blue buff again.
A champion who can take a lot of damage when he gets CC'd. But as I was saying, not a pick you typically associate with like fantastic, reliable setup. That's normally things like Nautilus, you know, the Renekton Nidalee. But Andal doing a pretty good job of landing the CC here.
Lane at this point in time.
And I feel like BNK FairX, this trio, the mid jungle support, are just so focused, dialed in on dodging skill shots. Unfortunately, a lot of those landed. A bit of poke on Execute, and obviously a long way away from that Warmogs. But it really is, for Quandom Freaks, it's about setting up, getting the poke, establishing vision so you can't see the poke coming to win out these plays, and Leaper is having a rough time.
Yeah. Another Q's going to land, and ult online here. He is going to Arcane Shift easily out of that, but it's still going to push him away, as now, look at this, once again, in goes Raptor, just following with a flash. They're very deep onto this one, as now the Impale coming in. Big Way ultimate, though, is going to take down the Rel, and Dusante is just so tanky. Can anyone kill him? The answer is no, as Bulldog just going to kill the rest of the enemy team, as all the focus went on to the Fed Cassante, and Quangum Freaks easily win the fight. Yeah, it's fallen away in a big way. And
big way?
In a big way, yeah. Falling away as well.
That is a big way.
It's pretty big. Execute is level 6 and is desperately trying to build a Warmog, so that's the only item that supports can build. Clear is just going to throw in the Impale, but he is being dove by 3 people, so I think eventually, yeah, they will just kill him under the turret, the Impale not mattering too much. Closer, meanwhile, is getting a free turret down on the bottom. Look at that banana brush control right now for the Quandom Freaks.
They're gonna lock down.
They have just the one control ward, but a couple other wards as well. Just getting ready to fight over this one. And yeah, I mean, again, Leaper wasn't even in the river. He just throws in an ult, pokes Execute down to half, who is level 7. Very, you know, he doesn't have much money at this point in time, right? So See some damage done to the Dragon, but Execute and Raptor need to pull the trigger at some point, and it's Closer over the wall to get it started. You see Raptor and Execute still, they're like, I don't know, man, we can't go in at this point in time.
A lot of damage being done there. From this, Ziggs gets a poke down on a Leaper. The Dragon's getting lower and lower though, the poke's still connecting. BNK Fearax is at 5,000. Raptor might be looking for flash.
Oh.
Execute's flanking.
Execute is just sending it. He's just going in there, and he's going to find Bulldog, who is in a bit of trouble now, as now we got 2 fights brewing here. Raptor tries to get the drink, but he can't. It's Spite stolen away. And now Clear is being bullied here. Execute is going to go down. As now Clear trying to set it up here, but that's Dusante once again. Andel has to flash away. They don't quite have the damage as Clear throws a rock and takes out the Rakan. Also TP coming in. Bulldog wants some follow-up, but Quantum Freak's already got the Drake. And they're just trying to push them away here and maybe get some more value with this Rift Turret.
Yeah, they will. Oh, Henna super low after that poke. They will be able to defend the tower. Smite comes through.
And yeah, I mean, they're just trying to control the river, but they don't really have a good option here. Andel's going to go in, as he does have Bulldog nearby. And that's a spear. Just the one spear. Good throw out the Nature's Grasp. Try to get something going on Andel, who is very caught, and they will be able to take him down. A lot of damage done into Raptor here on the follow-up, as well as Execute. Closer, though, says, hey, you don't have a front line. I can just jump into you. And, well, it kind of works there for a little bit. Now got to flash forward, but immediately just dies. And yeah, you heard my hesitation because I thought that was going to happen, and well, pushing a bit too far in any situation from behind, from ahead, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And Closer, I think he feels the weight of, okay, you know, I'm in a good spot. I need to try to carry this one. And as now they're looking for Leaper, but he's got Cleanse, and immediately the disengage comes in. Down will go the Maokai, and Andil does his job, provides that front line. Bulldog wasn't even there, just got here. And that's 5v4 now.
That's it, jungler dead. It's an easy Hextech Dragon secure. The poke from Quantum Freaks is too threatening. Judu's taking a bit of damage there, but I don't think he really cares. Once Dragon secures...
They're trying to do both. Just trying to take the play.
They're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, they are, but now we got Leaper in a rough spot. He's going to go down, and this is getting real messy as now the Cassante going to love to open up that backline here. Hannah desperate. He's like, please, someone help me. Down he will go, and that is an ace in favor of Quantum Freaks, plus the Hextech Soul.
Good luck to your backline.
Yeah, with 4 items. I mean, he got an early lead. He got those 2 kills in mid, and, you know, sometimes it could have been any champ, but it feels even more oppressive when it's Dusante.
Oh, there he is. Look at slow.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's just going to kill them all. As down will go Execute. He is now legendary, is the Cassante, and now just flashing on the Tristana. A penta angle, but they're not going to give it to him. Kind of difficult to do on a melee champion anyway, but...
Oh no, the 4 Ziggs!
Yeah, the Ziggs is just dead. I mean, there's nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. And Clear is just, well, I guess I'm going to stop this mid lane from pushing in. But yeah, I mean, we talked about this 5 minutes ago. Quantum Freaks coming in, and now they're looking to actually end the game that they won quite a while ago.
Yeah, and it's just super clinical game from Quantum Freaks. They got everything they needed to play the comp pretty much to perfection. I had some concerns about it, but I think this is just showing the difference in level of execution between these 2 teams right now. BNK Fearax for 4 kills in the tower, and that was it. You know, they are firmly in control. You can very easily sort of waver with a composition like this and fall off in those sort of mid-game points. They definitely got to the point where it's insurmountable.
Kassadin? No, I think you want...
Yeah, they're hovering on that for a while. It will be... You know, I said in the last draft, I don't really associate Bulldog with Yone. Maybe he's wanting to prove me wrong. He read my lips from the stage.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't appreciate that.
You saw them hovering Sylas as well, maybe giving credit to the Sylas pick with the Alistair
I like the
on the opposite side. We hop onto the Rift for game number 2.
Who can say?
That is kind of the game that everybody's playing nowadays, but you know, if they're not playing League of Legends, right? Because starting off with Trap here, just helping to get through this Raptor camp. Not going to be invading this time, and just doing his own jungle, being an honest jungler.
You have to do it.
It's just part of their creed. It's something they got to do. Meanwhile, Raptor full clear. does the top scuttle, is actually ahead of Cuz, and now is trying to gank here onto Bulldog. Has to unbound Soul, and now he's just going to Q3 away. Cuz trying to help him out, but now trade of flashes, as Raptor will get Bulldog's flash away.
I'm very here that you'd say that.
Not the Grubbles.
Grubbles is fine.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, execute.
Yeah, he's just kind of in no man's land. He's Leona with Eclipse, so he will flash and get away. Now Ondil in a little bit of trouble, but now Dudu's here, and Execute is not able to join the fight. So that's just the end of Raptor. That's first blood. And yeah, they only got one grub as well. So Quantum Freaks win that one.
Well, but speaking of payoff, Raptor is going to wait in this brush.
Oh boy. Yeah, Dudu just knows. Not sure how he knows, but he's going to ward him.
I think he read Raptor's lips. He looked over and Raptor said, I'm going to come top lane.
Yeah, he got out of his chair and just took a little glance over.
Yeah. Man, lip reading is such a broken strat.
Yeah, this Skarner's not in a great spot here, as he will have to flash away. Now they're trying to turn on a dude who will have to flash himself, but the Nidalee with the spear, and Cuz goes in, immediately gets dashed into, but he's getting so much value. Another spear comes in, and Cuz is just dominating this 2v2 in the top side. Now a 3v3, as Bulldog looking for a bit more, doesn't have his ult anymore. But man, another huge combo in the team fight going the way of Quantum Freak.
나 싸운다 이거 싸운다.
Fight.
괜찮아.
Okay.
괜찮아. 너 뒤늦게 와봐. 온다.
The
봐봐.
Eagle's coming.
천천히 해봐.
Take it slow.
봐줘.
You know, look at the Eagle.
해봐.
Go.
어때? 지렸지?
That was awesome, right? Well, game number one was so simple. There wasn't a lot of thinking he had to do, right? So just extra time. Henna just has to barrier and run away. And now he's half health.
They are trying to force this dragon. They might just get it.
They might. I mean, Cuz is here, but he's not going to go into that one just yet. They're looking for the fight afterwards. It's now Cuz just 100 to 0'd with the CC chain. And now the reset's coming in. Ondil in a lot of trouble. And he should go down as well. That's a couple of kills over to the side of BNK Fear X and the Zeri, who are going to be doing the majority of the damage.
Well, you say that, but Skarner's got that percentage HP magic damage. That's
True.
the angle.
Yeah. Well, Rift Herald gets some value here. Mid tier 1 is down. Actually led by Leaper, who does hit that one. Now
he's going for the drift?
Yeah, let's see his driving skills. How deep is he going to go? He's just going straight for the turret. Well, he's going to bounce right into the enemy team, and now he has to cleanse. But you know what? He lives, and they got damage into the bottom turret, so not bad.
You know, I give that a C+. He got it to the tower. One of the best of all time. It's so funny. Having at moments like this, you know?
해볼게.
I think it's
I'm going to try, he says.
He's going to try. It's a sharper turn. If he cut in here, you saw him looking. You saw the mouse move.
나 이거 받긴 할게.
He went for the easier drive, but the more dangerous one.
클린즈 있어. 괜찮아.
I have cleanse. He also said, you know, look out for me, try to keep me safe. I'm going to hit the turret, but
나이스 여기까지. 오케이. 나 미드 갈게.
keep me safe. I'm going to go mid here, he says.
Cut them off with vision, but they didn't spot this ward behind them. This is a very isolated Skarner, though.
It is, and Ondil should be okay. I mean, he still has his ult himself, and look at this, Bulldog 1v2ing, the rest of the team just running away and clear. I mean, going to flash, will go for the impale, but that's Dusante, and the Ezreal ult is huge. Ondil is in the back line again, and immediately this fight is going to go the way of Kwangdong Freaks. BNK Fear X, they thought they were flanking, and now the ult comes down. Closer has to flash away. It's just the cherry on top of everything else. Yeah. The windows are for looking through, not necessarily going through them. And Reaper will have to flash away from this one. He still has his cleanse. Yeah, TP is coming in. And this one is closer. He doesn't have flash, but he does have Spirit Rush, trying to get on top of Leaper here. And the Blast Cone is terrible for Leaper. And now the Zeri getting some resets, getting some space. They still want to try to take this in a 4v5 as Cuz goes in. Into 5 people. Bulldog looking for more, and the Wombo combo tries to come in, but Quantum Freaks, now they're the one going through the window as BNK Fear X gonna just shut them down in a huge way. Quantum Freaks overcommit, as now Cuz on the run here, not going to be living for very long.
Yeah, they should just be able to chase him down. The hit gets connected from Raptor. There's nowhere to go. And you aren't killing this Viego. You aren't killing this Viego. You're definitely not killing this Viego.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Very confident. Now there is vision here on this Baron, and immediately a pink ward is going to come down. Will they pull off of this one? I do wonder. Looks like they will.
Yeah, it feels like they're trying to drag them away from the dragon, but against a Viego, Bulldog has a bit of an angle here. He's pushing in that bot wave and then could maybe threaten a flank. Oh, no.
The Execute getting on in there. They do have this Zeri with a lot of tank shred, and that's going to be the end of the Dusante, not allowing him to start with his business. Now Execute is low, but immediately the snowball is going the way of BNK Fear X. Cuz in a lot of trouble, has to try to back away, goes for the Zhonya's. And now there's a lot of fights going on, but Cuz is going to go down, and it's 5 members now on the side of BNK Fear X. Doesn't matter who it is.
산테 올래 산테
Say
얘들아 산테
Sante.
온금
And it's not Christmas, he's not calling for
걔 플래시 다
Santa.
있어
Hopefully a bit more ready for a CC engage on him this time.
Well,
Hovering over the W key.
looks like he is. He does have Merc Treads. Not sure if he had those before. The Charm, though, comes down and immediately going to go unstoppable. And now Bulldog, a 3-man ult gets in there, but no follow-up. Just a lot of poke coming down. As BNK Fear X will have to evacuate the bottom lane here. 30 seconds on Baron, but too much damage.
And now setting up, it is Dragon in 10. Cloud Soul actually making a decent amount of difference here. That extra 20% movement speed, very valuable to disengaging. Oh, not again.
Oh, here we go.
Well, that didn't do as much as I thought it would.
Yeah, I think they didn't want to quite fully commit to that, especially with Henna hitting the Drake.
Yeah, not the same window as they saw last time.
Yeah, not quite. Damage, a lot of damage going into clear. Yes, the Dragon goes the way of BNK Fear X, as both are now on 3, but Ingo's Execute, that's not a good engage. Not quite like the last one, and now the poke damage is raining down on a BNK Fear X. They want to go for this fight as Dudu gets impaled, but they don't have anything else. Henna is dead! They don't have their Zeri anymore! And that is the biggest part of your team. Down he will go, down will go clear. And I think BNK Fear X are overextended. Quantum Freaks have found their angle. And you see Closer trying to go for a back here. Will be denied as well. Just that insult to injury. Goes into Zhonya's, flashes away. Maybe just trying to buy time. Either way, it's still Quantum Freaks, a massive fight in their favor.
And no one from Quantum Freaks goes down. You can see the difference. Without those resets, they run out of fuel real fast on BNK Fear X. Some weird engages. Execute, try to burn the cleanse from Leaper, but doesn't get more from that. And as soon as BNK Fear X lose their engage tools, start to lose the health.
They want to end,
really
by the way.
Yeah, with the grubs as well, you can use them to tank the tower before the minions are even there.
Yep.
Oh, they have 5 grubs. They take it so fast.
Execute.
Can't do enough.
Yeah, I mean, he can't deal with the champions, so this is actually pretty good, but it just doesn't matter as Quantum Freaks will pull off the 2-0 tonight. A huge team fight there on the Dragon.
Yeah, maybe. That doesn't get them to the playoffs, though. You know, that
Look
would
at that damage.
potentially put them at 7th. And yeah, I mean,
What the hell?
Get a lot of value from those spears. Actually hitting a fair few. I guess Nidalee's just broken.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POG interview translation, joined by Kaz and Dudu on the side of Kwangdong Freaks, who just secured their 4th victory by defeating BNK Fear X. Congratulations!
Cuz
Kwangdong's momentum is back. How do you feel? Today's match was very important for us, and being able to win with a 2-0 means that we can continue our momentum, which makes me very happy. And congratulations on your first POG. Now Kwangdong Freaks takes the sole 2nd place. How do you feel? Being able to take a lot of victories in the beginning of the split makes me feel great. I hope to keep it up and finish strong until the very end. And let's talk about Game 1. Kwangdong picked red side and quickly took Ezreal and Nidalee, and then Hui too. So what was the key factor for today's draft? So Leaper, he's very good. And we really wanted to make sure to give him something that he's confident with. And I know that he has been practicing Ezreal a lot, so we really wanted to insta-pick Ezreal. Yeah, Ezreal was your first pick in both games, so it seems like the team really rates Ezreal high. Yeah, so Leaper actually tends to, in the past, he had a lot of montages with Ezreal already, and I know that we all have faith in his Ezreal, so that's probably why. And let's take a look at this highlight in Game 1, where you got the decisive edge, and Ezreal was actually struggling against Ziggs at this point, so what was the comms like? Yeah, Leaper was having a very hard time, and he said he was just about to get solo killed. And I think we just try to communicate as much as we can. We just made sure that we knew that Ziggs is the only one who can TP and that we can win this team fight. And so being able to win that 4v4 without losing anyone, actually, yeah, made me feel like we would win the entire game afterwards. And Dudu, in both games 1 and 2, you had a solid performance with K'Sante. So Skarner and K'Sante, they go 50-50 in lane. And I think this is a really familiar matchup. I think that's just something that you play very conventionally. And I would say that it goes pretty even in at the very least. And there was a crazy highlight top. You must have been really satisfied. Yeah, I think in this game, this was the biggest moment for me. And I saw that I actually got hit by Viego ult, which made it a little harder, and it got a little scary. So if I had dodged the Viego ult, it would have been perfect. So was it a calculated play over there? Yeah, I knew that I wouldn't die. And the opponent, Viego, he actually showed himself while going into the bush. So I think I was able to take and waste a lot of their time. And Dudu, in Game 2, BNK aced you and it didn't look very easy at one point. So how did you manage to overcome the crisis? Yeah, I think we just let our guard down for that one moment. We had a system that worked really well for us all game, but just because we lost our focus that moment, I think that's why we were looking really bad at one point. But I think through the practice that we had all this time, we were able to come back just fine. And I think it's nice to see that it paid off. So we noticed the coaching staff rushed to talk to you after the match. So what did you guys talk about? I was doing a face-off in mid, and I actually got picked when the Ahri just full comboed me, and I was just standing there helplessly. And the coaching staff actually told me that, you know, I didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't really like a feedback. They actually told me that they're encouraging me. They told me that I did really well. It's just that the Ahri played very well in her end. And this is a new summer with a new AD carry for you. And you're already at 4 wins and 1 loss. Do you have a good feeling about the summer? Yeah, we're trying to minimize our mistakes and we're actually on a really good momentum. I do have a good feeling about this summer. And your next opponent will be a fellow 4-win, 1-loss team, D plus Kia. And you defeated them in both rounds in the spring, so let's hear your resolution. Yeah, we won against them in both rounds during spring, but I know how strong they are, so we have to be careful. But at the same time, we are leveling up our games as well consistently, so I believe that we will be able to display a good performance. And Dudu, you as well. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of their games. I actually haven't been watching a lot of the POG interviews, and Kingen actually declared war against me. He said that he would bring us down from the ladder, so I want to make sure to show him what happened during spring again. And that's the end of the interview from Kaz and Dudu of Kwangdong Freaks, and back to the space. Thank you.